Have you ever wondered if purity is really worth it? Maybe you've heard people talk about purity like it's just about saying no to temptation, or maybe you've even thought that purity means missing out on life. But what if I told you that purity isn't about what you give up, it's about what you gain? You see, in today's world, we often equate purity with restriction. We think it's about denying ourselves something, but in reality, purity is the path to freedom. If you've ever asked, why does purity matter? Is it really worth it? Stick around, because today we're going to challenge everything you think you know about purity. First, the truth about purity. Let's set the record straight. Purity isn't about being perfect. It's not about being flawless or better than everyone else. It's about aligning your heart and mind with God's design for you. It's about protecting your spirit, your emotions, and your future. Purity is not the absence of temptation. It's the presence of the right perspective. It's a choice to live in the freedom God intended, not controlled by the desires that can so easily lead us astray. You may have heard it all your life. Purity is about saying no. And yes, in some ways that's true. But what if purity is also about saying yes to something even greater? Yes to a deeper connection with God. Yes to a stronger self-control. Yes to a life that's free of shame, free of regret, and full of peace. Second, purity is more than what you avoid. You see, purity is not about constantly fighting against desires. It's about choosing what you pursue instead. When you commit to purity, you're not just rejecting the bad stuff, you're choosing God's way. Purity is about pursuing God's love and His plan for your life with all your heart. Think about it. When you live in alignment with God's will, your desires begin to change. They don't control you anymore, God does. And that's where the real freedom is found. Purity isn't just the absence of impurity, it's the presence of God's peace and purpose in your life. Third, lust versus purity. The true cost of both. Now you might be thinking, but isn't purity just about avoiding lust? That's where many of us get confused. Lust isn't just a physical act, it's an attitude, it's a mindset that says, I need this now to feel fulfilled. And while it might feel good in the moment, it leaves you empty. Purity, on the other hand, doesn't just guard your body, it guards your heart. It sets you free from the emptiness of lust and opens up a life of fulfillment that goes beyond fleeting pleasures. Lust tries to trap you by offering immediate gratification, but purity leads you to true contentment. It's not about what you can't have, it's about what you can have in God. Fourth, the freedom in purity. Purity is the pathway to freedom, peace, and a deep relationship with God. When you live with purity, you walk in God's will, and that is where true fulfillment lies. It's the freedom to enjoy life fully, knowing that you don't have to hide from your actions or live with the weight of guilt and shame. It's about the freedom to say yes to the right things, God's promises, His purpose for your life, and a future that's brighter than anything the world offers. Purity is freedom from bondage, freedom from sin, and freedom to experience life as God intended. Fifth, the power of obedience. Purity isn't easy, but it's powerful. It's a commitment to obedience, not just in the big decisions, but in the everyday choices you make. It's not about being perfect, it's about being consistent. Every time you choose purity, you choose God's way, and you're choosing freedom. You see, purity isn't about what you've missed out on. It's about living a life with intention, purpose, and passion for the things that truly matter. And when you live with that kind of purpose, you'll experience a joy and peace that can't be found in any fleeting moment of lust. Purity isn't just about avoiding temptation. It's about embracing a life of freedom, peace, and purpose that only God can provide. It's about living in alignment with His will, walking in His light, and experiencing true fulfillment. When you choose purity, you're choosing a life that's not weighed down by guilt or shame, but filled with God's peace and joy. If you're ready to take that step towards purity and freedom in Christ, I want you to make a declaration today. In the comments below, type I choose purity to make that choice public and to commit to living a life that reflects God's true nature. And if this video resonated with you, share it with someone who needs encouragement to walk in purity too. Let's stand together and walk in the freedom God has for us. Your decision today can change everything.